vortex. What is this? What is this vortex? What is this? Well, for me, it's success, okay? It's not progress. It's not progress, me putting on a seatbelt. It's success, right? The sound of that seatbelt clicking, that's the sound of success. That's not the sound of progress. The reason why I say that is because, oh, why am I cleaning the window? It's not warm outside. The reason why it's success for me is because it's really, really hard for me to do things that the general public does. Like follow the rules, okay? I mean, I follow the rules that make sense for me to follow. I don't adhere to things all because other people do that, you know. But since I was gloating about not following the rules and then like immediately ran off the road, I feel like I probably should take heed to that more from the Lord. Look at these clouds. So beautiful. Just wanted to show y'all. They're way prettier than my face. They weren't kidding about that wind. I mean, you can hear it, can't you? Listen to Violent Femmes instead. It's the best part of the song. I think that my finger is actually healing. I was gonna go to the doctor, right? And I reopened the wound, and like pus came out. But I poured helichrysum in it, and it looks slightly better than it did. So I guess we'll just have to see. If you don't hear from me for weeks, just know that I probably died from a staph infection, okay? But, you know something different? This isn't green goo. And it's not black coffee either. I got this fancy coffee for like $6. It's like peppermint mocha coffee. It's alright. It doesn't have the same punch you in the face kind of effect as a cup of black coffee, you know? I want my habits to punch me in the face. Otherwise, they're not mine. But, I was fixing to talk about how, you know, you really saw with, the jab, you know, if you years ago, you saw this where like a lot of people were getting mad about the jab. They were getting mad that people weren't taking it, and they were also getting mad that people were taking it. And there's just a lot of hate, you know, and people in both of these camps seem to think that it's only the other camp that's the problem, you know? Much like, you know, the red versus blue, Republican versus Democrat, left versus right, black versus white divide, male, female, gay, straight, whatever. They're using whatever boxes they possibly can to divide everybody. And, you know, I'm an artist, and it took me a long time to channel that correctly, but when I didn't channel it correctly, I was an alcoholic. And, which is kind of funny when you say it like that. But, you know, people aren't happy, and they haven't been happy for a long time. And it's easier to just distract yourself from your unhappiness than it is to actually face it and understand why. And contrary to what people probably think, because of, you know, stereotypes and tropes and ideas that they have about, like, lonely old women and, you know, just society, like, pushing this whole thought process on people that in order to be happy, in order to be accepted by society, that's what they mean by that. You have to do X, Y, and Z, and, you know, there are a lot of people out there that have done X, Y, and Z. They're saying, actually, no, I'm not happy at all. I wish that I hadn't had kids. And that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. It's terrible for those children. And I think that it's, like, really, really important that you understand why you believe in the things that you supposedly believe in. And I really am going to come up with this self-awareness test, I promise. I think that's what I'm going to do today. That's what I'm going to work on all day. All day at work, I'm going to do my little self-awareness assessment that we're going to use to weed out stupid people from having children. Yeah, because I just think it's important that if you're gonna, like, raise the next generation, as they always say, it's really important that you know why you're doing that, and you know, like, you know, the motivation that you have is not just, like, you know, shame. Like, you're internalizing shame, and it's leading into you, like, making decisions that you might not actually want to make. And I see this a lot with so many different things. I see this a lot with, like, you know, fat shaming. You know, people think that if you fat shame, you're gonna motivate somebody to stop going to Sonic or Burger King. I can tell you, like, working in fast food, that's probably not the case. I could fat shame if I wanted to, but I don't feel good about that. And not just because I've always been a skinny bitch, but